As the sun starts to set, we're going to see how much light is left by the end of this early evening game here on the NFL on EA Sports. Katie York set to get this one started. And we're underway from Pittsburgh. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. Patrick Queen ranging in for the tackle. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 27 on the play. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
An alert play defensively there. Got a hand on it to tip it away. That makes it 2nd down.
You know, so often we talk about speed offensively, right? We love receivers that can run. Well, that was a perfect example of how speed kills you defensively. A hurried throw almost ended an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack. Speed's the difference.
Setting up the running back screen. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler. Gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
And the Steelers going for the dime look on 3rd down. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. They'll run for this. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
He only needed an inch, Kate, and it was a good thing because he had to fight for that. That defense put up a game effort, nearly made the play to get themselves off the field.
Offense already looking like they're in mid-game form. They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10, looking to throw. He finds McConkey. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or two short of the 25.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket, and get even more aggressive and take that shot.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Throwing out to the left, Kupp. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line.
I really like the timing of that screen call to the perimeter. Get the ball in space to operate, and turns into a nice gain.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. He'll throw it. It's an LA touchdown. Now it's Cameron Dicker on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chargers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. This return starts at the 5. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Okay, don't jump. Ready? Chip slant. Up, let's go. Sit high.
Looking to throw Fields. Trying for the deep ball. Full extension, and he brings it in. It's a huge pickup on the play. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Off play action, it's Fields. This one falls incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that makes it 3rd down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Here we go. We're good. All right.
Fields on 3rd. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play. You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play. They're a rookie out of Oklahoma there to make that play.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Second down now, 7 to go.
Let's go now. Go.
From the 23. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
That is a DB's best trait, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. They're throwing it. Rolling left, buying some time. He's running for it. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And the Chargers will have a first.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They got 24 yards on the play. And it brings up an LA first down.
Kate, that's the type of run that shines the light well on him as a runner, of course, but you got to give a lot of credit to everybody else. Those skill guys, when you have an outside run, they got to do their job. Not just the big boys up front, not just the running backs. That takes everyone on the perimeter blocking to get a big run like that.
Give him 13 on that play. And the Chargers will have a first.
And the Chargers first down.
They'll throw it. Gets this to McConkey. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
That's incomplete, trying to set up the screen there.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. He'll throw it yet again. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. Couldn't make the connection, was looking for Ladd McConkey. And that's going to leave him with a tough third and long.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. That one's out and caught on the right side. And he'll go down here at the 16.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Offense going for it here, 4th and 5. To throw, needing a first. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers get 6 more on their early advantage. Ladd McConkey with a touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Dicker on now for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chargers drive their lead to 11. The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And this drive will start inside the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, tonight. Hey, can. Go.
Play action, Fields. Taking a shot, deep down the field it goes. He's got it inside the 25. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that's a Steelers 1st down. They won't snap it in time. That is going to be the end of the 1st quarter. The scoreboard reads 14-3. We'll return to Pittsburgh right after this. It's Steelers ball as we return for the 2nd, and they have to be thinking points here. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Fields out of the gun. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Derwin James picks it. Has room down the left sideline. Hits the 20. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
Kickoff taken at the 3. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Test, watch right. Say hi.
Fields coming back after the pick. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Ooh, very fortunate that didn't go as a turnover. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Here we go. EQ. Say hi.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. He lets one fly deep downfield. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. That is Marcus Jones. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Running this one left. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Tackled by the venerable Cameron Hayward. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
On 2nd and 9. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. Tried to float that one in, and defenders there for the interception. And the Steelers, they're going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his 1st career interception. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got one, we got two. Do I hear a third interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought. The defenders are offensive guys in bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away. Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
Alpha, 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 alpha. Hey, Ken. Medic. Right.
Second down and 10, Fields. He's trying to push the field. Lays out for this one. Oh, what a catch! They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward.
Here we go, son.
You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Hey, Ken. Right.
Fields looking to throw. And he has the catch, gets both feet in, that's a touchdown! The Steelers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yeah.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
That one splits the uprights. And the Steelers make it an 11-point ball game. Now is York to kick this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Second and 6 coming up here. Hand off to the back. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. That stop made by T.J. Watt.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Now looking to throw. He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it brings up an LA first down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Here's 2nd and 11. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. On the move, headed right. On the run right, throwing deep down the center. He's got it deep downfield. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Quick throw left side, complete. Touchdown, LA! No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
That one right down the middle. And the Chargers push their lead to 18. The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Fielded at the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go. West side's in. Right.
Shotgun snap to Fields. Escapes the pocket. On the move, looking deep down the middle. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Derwin James picks it. And the Chargers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick 6, yeah, it stinks for the offense. But that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
Play action on 1st down. Buying some time right. On the run right, throwing deep. They get it right back. That's intercepted. Oh, he fumbles it. They might give it right back. They got their own fumble. And he's going to take it back for the LA touchdown. The Chargers picked up the fumble and ran it home. That had to have been just about as far away as possible, Brock, from what that was drawn up to be. But the end result, partner, exactly as they planned. It's a touchdown.
In this case, Kate, it really was about the destination, not about the journey.
That one splits the uprights. And the Chargers continue piling onto this lead. The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Returning it from the 4. He stopped on the return at the 27.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set high.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Don't jump. Ready?
Throwing now off play action. Nearly intercepted. Ooh, he almost had it. Couldn't bring it in. Incomplete, and that brings up 3rd down.
With the pressure, boy, that sped that whole play up, didn't it? And it opened up a wide range of outcomes. A hurried throw almost ended up an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack.
Here we go, side.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Easy. Chip slant.
Back now, pressure on its way. Has him on the quick hitter. And that will not be enough for a 1st down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
A gain of 9.
Easy.
4th down.
Another throw for Fields. Throw is caught by the back. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. That's a clutch 7-yard pickup, and it pays off the call to go for it on 4th down. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43.
Here we go. Set high.
Back to throw. Here's Fields. Gets everything he has under this throw. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Chargers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
At their own 4-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Throwing from near his own goal line. Throwing the out route complete. And he's out of bounds just short of the 15.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
1st down, ball at the 36. Still sticking with the passing game. Hurst there to grab it. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Back to throw it. Throwing for the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers are stopped on that return, so that interception is going to be the final play of this opening half. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Delta, Delta. Right.
Give now to the running back. And he's brought down for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Making the tackle there, Joey Bosa.
Hey, 10. Punch right. Go.
Fields now on 3rd. He's going deep. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Here we go, son. 11. Tonight.
Fields now on 4th. Short pass brought in. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. And they drag him down just in time. He's shy of that marker. We've got a turnover on downs.
You know, these 4th down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
Still has room inside the 15. And he's finally brought down at the 9. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. Back to the well again. Gets in. Touchdown, LA. The Chargers push their lead further to start the half. Dicker on now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chargers grow their lead yet again.
42. Steelers 10.
The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's out of bounds up across the 25.
Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Up. EQ. Tonight.
Here's Fields to throw. He fires one deep down the middle. This is caught inside the 15. He's all the way home. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers cut into the lead. York now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Steelers will trail by 25. On now is York to kick this one away. From his own end zone, here we go. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. zone back gets the handoff. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him adding a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
On 2nd and 12 now. Chased out to his right. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Ready? Dragon 60. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Setting up a throw. Hits his running back. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 27 on the play. And the Chargers will have a 1st.
Let's go. Viking 18.
They'll run here from the gun. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
They pitch it to him. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
From the 24. Flushed out of the pocket. He's got a man left. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15. Give him 8 yards on the play. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
Here we go, shot.
Throwing out to the left, Cup. And he's short of the 1st after a mile gain.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And he runs this one in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Dicker tacks on the extra point. And the Chargers continue adding on to that lead.
Steelers 17.
The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Return coming from the 6. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And he showed some burst on that return, getting them all the way to their own 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Fields on 1st down. Lays out left side and gets it. Offense up to the line fast. On 1st and 10, it's Fields. Completed to his running back. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
He's going to push one deep down there. And oh, he got it! Interception! Asante Samuel Jr. makes the play.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
And without much room to work, he has a minimal gain on the final play of the third quarter. Thankfully, only one quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. The Chargers have possession and a massive lead. This one looking like it could be over.
Got it. Ready?
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Trap 60. Trap 60. Tag.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
Escapes out to the left. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he crosses the sideline a yard or 2 beyond, looks like the 30. It's a gain of 4. And the Chargers will have a first.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
On first down, they'll run. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. From the 36. Finds his man over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Working quickly here. Here's the give on 3rd and short. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. That one gains 7. And it brings up an LA first down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. Doesn't have the hook up there. Incomplete pass. Looking for the back that time. And it sets up 2nd down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Come 19. Come 19. Here we go. Here we go. 19. Pioneer.
2nd and 10 now. Getting out to his left. He tucks it and takes off. And he's out of bounds after getting this one to the opposing 45-yard line.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Buffalo 18.
From the gun on 3rd down. He's on the move. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th.
Ready. Set go.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And they'll hold him up after a short carry to the 44. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on downs. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set 1st and 10.
No muss. No muss. Right.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Connects with Bateman. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground.
Hey, Ken.
2nd and 6 at their 48-yard line.
Angel, Angel, Angel. Delta, Delta. Hey, Ken. Go.
From the 48. Heaves this one for the back of the end zone. And he sails that one over the end zone. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And it's third down.
Hey, never mind. Monday. Here we go, son. Chip slip. Alpha, let's go. Tonight.
Fields out of the gun. He's trying another one deep. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
You know, that type of play is so doggone impressive, not just because it saves touchdown. He had timed that perfectly to knock it free without drawing a flag or letting him establish possession for the score.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th.
Here we go, son. Tonight.
They do snap it. Here's Fields. He connects them. He's finally caught, and he lost the football. Oh, no, it's out. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play. That's a 26-yard gain on 4th down, Brock, and the huge play extends this drive. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Tonight.
Throwing now, following the turnover. And they pick him off again. Asante Samuel Jr. makes the play.
I think it's safe to say his day is beyond repair now, if it wasn't long ago. He just hasn't been reading these coverages at all, and it's clearly not on the same page with his receivers. I think it really is now time to think about his confidence for future games and get him out of this ball game.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
65, Cat, 65. Let's go.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He put everything he had into this one. Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. And the Steelers take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Oh, my goodness, Brock. I don't think I've ever seen this back-to-back plays, and we've got back-to-back interceptions.
And I would be stunned here, Kate, floored, if we saw a 3rd in a row right here. It might be the time to remind both of these offensive coordinators, you can run the ball, because these secondaries are locked in.
Here we go.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43.
Tonight.
A pistol snap, Fields into the hands of Pat Freiermuth. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
That's good for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Working inside the red zone. And he's got it, so they'll pull a little ways back with the touchdown. The Steelers parlay the interception into points. York now for the extra point. And that one is no good. Didn't even come very close to sneaking that one in, so leave that score as is.
Cade York to kick off.
So following the missed point after, the chance to take his frustrations out on that football as he sends this away. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. First and 10 from the 41.
Here we go, sack.
He's going to throw this one. Completed to Hurst. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Chargers moments away from their 4th win of the year. All right, here we go. Second down. Another try following the sack. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Give him 24 on that play. And the Chargers will have a first.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. Back to the line they go. It's second down. Now a give left side. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over him.
Let's see what they went with on third down.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Go.
He's got it on the bootleg. Forced out to his right. Brought in right side. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Fourth and 3, drive on the line. 18 Cardinal, Warriors 70. Set up.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And they pick him off again. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. The 30. Gets the 10. And he takes it in for the touchdown. Great defensive effort late, even if this one's decided. You get a pick six, you get a pick six. These defenses, Brock, wow, they have competed. Seeing who ends up with the best highlight of the game, huh?
A highlight? You're going to call a pick six and multiple? Highlight, Kate?
No, even if it's your defense doing it, come on, B-Rock.
No highlight for a quarterback.
With time ticking away, they prepare for a must-get onside kick. And this kick is covered by the Chargers, and that should salt this game away. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. They're out and set, first and 10. Wow, they're going to pass it here. That one's cut along the left sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
First and goal.
Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they'll have just one left to burn now. Now, they don't need points anymore, Brock, but can they resist piling on? Let's see, it's first and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he's going to fight forward and get in. Touchdown! The Chargers put up even more points in a win. Dicker's extra point is up and good. And the Chargers tack on 7 more to their lead.
Steelers 30.
That ball's headed to the 40. Well, we knew it, Brock, and now they know it too. That one was on their defense. First and 10 from the 41.
Can't. Team, don't jump. Ready? Test. Bunch right. All right.
Play action, Fields. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down.
Here we go, side. Bunch right. Go.
Off play action, it's Fields. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
That sure ended up being worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
One final shot here. They're on him again, and he goes down again. So the Chargers take this one on the road. And it was a game